All right, welcome to the 2019 March METCON Madness Elite 8 workout, the rap battle part 2. This is a 6-minute AMRAP of 20 dual cleans, front squats, and push press. For fun, athletes will use a pair of 25 or 15-pound dumbbells. GFS will be 30 and 20, and hip will be 35, 26 with kettlebells. I'll go over the movement standards for dumbbell first, and then kettlebells after that. The athlete will start the weight on the ground, and then they will clean the weight by any capacity to the front rack position. They may elect to squat clean, power clean, or muscle clean the weight, but what we want to see at the top of the rep is make contact with the weight to the shoulder. The elbow is in front of the plane of the body, and we have full hip extension. From there, the weight will need to touch the ground before they start the next rep. They may touch on the inside or the outside of the legs. So from here, comes up to the front rack position. They may touch inside. They may touch outside. If an athlete power cleans, they still will need to hit full hip extension before they go to the next rep. If they catch and then drop, that will be a no rep. Also, if the weight makes contact with their shoulder but the elbows are still in line with their body, this is not a rep until elbows come up in front. Just remind athletes about that. After that, they will then perform 20 front squats. Maintaining that front rack position, the hips will get below the top of the knees, hitting the crease of the hips, below the top of your knees every rep. If an athlete chooses to, they may use a wall ball as a butt ball to hit the consistent depth every time. Otherwise, it is on you, the coach, to enforce the rules to make sure they do it correctly. Finally, they will have 20 push press to perform. They may do this pretty much as a shoulder to overhead. They could strict press it overhead, wrist, elbow, and shoulder in line with one another with hips and knees locked out. The weight will need to touch the shoulders before they perform the next rep. They may push press, they may push jerk, they may even split jerk, but they will need to get their feet side by side before they start the next rep. After they finish their 20th push press, when they go back to the cleans, they will need to touch the ground and then bring that weight back up. The hard in the paint option will be with kettlebells. For this reason, because you have to touch the ground, you will not be able to long cycle the weight. You may hike it, you may cast it and put it behind you, you may put it on the outside or in between the feet. The front rack position will also be slightly different than the requirements from the dumbbells. So from the ground position, they may hike back to here, cast out, and hike. You can cast out, touch behind, touch outside, inside, whatever they want to do. Same thing, if they catch in a low position, they will need to get full hip extension before the next rep. The front rack position for the kettlebell will have either the thumb or the handle of the kettlebell touching the collarbone, inside the shoulder, with the elbow underneath the wrist. This will be maintained when they do their front squat position, as well as the push press. It will start here, it will get overhead, it will have to come back to that front rack position here. If an athlete presses it up and it comes out to the side, this is a no rep until it comes back in. If it comes out and touches the shoulder, that is also a no rep. After the last push press, they will have to once again touch the ground and then come back up to their clean.